want us to take a look at some of the timelines, even as we continue with our conversation here in studio, the timelines that IEBC is now working under. Let's just have the graphics on screen and get to look at them and understand just where we are at in regards to this electioneering process. All right, so we'll start with the key deadlines, May 11th, and that's May 11th to June 9th. That's the verification of the voter register. Now, this has begun today, like we mentioned earlier on, and it's going to be happening for 30 days. And the chair was so quick to say that there's not going to be any extension to this. It's going to be 30 days and no longer than that. So until June 9th, that's when the verification of the voter register will come to an end. And then another important set of dates there, May 18th to 22nd, you have the presidential candidates present the names of at least 2,000 supporters. Remember, that is one of the requirements before the nominations. Presidential candidates should present the names of at least 2,000 supporters to the IEBC. Moving on, the 23rd of May, you have pre-nomination meetings with aspirants. Now, this should be happening across the country where IEBC officials will be meeting the aspirants. And yesterday, Wafula Chebukati said that it's very important for all aspirants across the country to go for these meetings with the IEBC officials in the constituency level. Moving on to another set of dates there, May 28th to 29th, you have the nomination for presidential and Senate elections. That's when you'll see all the presidential candidates, including the President Uhuru Kenyatta, submit their nomination papers to the IEBC. It's going to be really one of the most waited for moments, even as we get to see just who else, apart from Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta, will also be presenting themselves to be candidates for the presidential position. Moving on to the 28th to 30th of May, you have nomination of county ward representatives. That's also very important and critical. Moving on to June, actually before June, you have May 30th to 31st. You have the nominations of the county woman representative happening. All right, moving on to June. May 30th to June 9th. Nominations for Member of Parliament and Governor. Members of Parliament will be, of course, presenting their papers to the constituency level, and the Governor at the county level. That's happening from the 30th to June 9th. Moving on swiftly, you have June 10th to 17th, 7 days there. You'll have the publication of all nominated candidates. This is where you'll get to see just who is going to be on the ballot. So after this is done, then IEBC will be well on their way to start printing the ballot papers after the publication of all the nominated candidates will be put out and gazetted. So those are some of the timelines that IEBC is working within.